Hello, beautiful people. So I'm going to give warnings when the subject matter I'm going to talk to is a little bit more out there, and this is one of those situations. So today I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about spirit work, especially for those that are seers but don't want to be seers, are dreamers but don't want to be dreamers in terms of nightmares or getting visions of scary things that then happen. If you have something that some people are calling a gift and scares the crap out of you, it is good to learn how to work with what you've been given, because fear just amplifies the feelings of lack of safety when you have certain imagery or thoughts or sounds or perceptions that most people don't hear. And so in a nutshell, pretty much, if you have a gift, it might feel like a curse, but that's just because you haven't learned how to work with it yet. And so there are a lot of tools out there, especially if you're a very porous person or very empathic. You might have had scary situations. You might even have had what some people call entity attachments. And so your field is open and you feel like you're at risk. And so this message is out to you guys. There are some certain things that you can do to put protections in place for yourself as you explore how to be of service. So if you can hear something, if you can see something, if spirits are coming to you, that's because you have the ability to help them. And they can feel that. There's an opening in you that can help them, and they can feel that. Most of the time they don't know either what they're there for, right? There's just a magnetism that's happening. And so the first thing, there's a couple of things, a couple of disclaimers. When you put any shield in place, any shields at all, it's really important to recognize that shields are meant to be temporary. If you put a shield on for too long, it can hurt you, especially if you're putting up shields so that you're contained in your own field, because you're not going to be as receptive to picking up messages from your higher self, from your ancestors, messages from the earth, the entities, the spirit realm that are helpful for you, that are giving you tools about how to show up, how to be in your purpose. So you never want to put up a shield too far, too long. The idea is to put it up long enough to start feeling safe, to start creating a resonance within your own field where you start to have natural shields, meaning you're so illuminated in your own light that things can't get in anymore because your field knows what's resonant and what isn't. But in the meantime, there's some training that might be needed for that. And so these are the tools for those people. Okay. They're pretty practical, very simple. The first one, many of you know that the belly button is the place we come in, right? There's also an energetic umbilical cord as we move out of this world. And when you cover up your belly button with plastic, meaning tape or a Band-Aid, but it's better if it seals up all around it, you're essentially putting a block in that area, which makes you less open to external influences. Okay. The other one, and this one can be used a little bit more freely. The belly button, you want to be very cognizant. You just want to be using that, especially like if you are an empath and you have a lot of difficulty being out around people. You could put that on when you go out into the world, but make sure you take it off. Make sure that you tune in with all of the support that you have also. Okay. And then secondarily is applying oil, ideally nut oils, to the very tip of your head, the very top of your head. And if there's a smell that makes you feel safe or comforted, especially floral smells, you can add an essential oil of that floral smell to the very top of the head. And this also, the top of the head is an entry point, consciously in some traditions, like shamanic initiation, and non-consciously in other places. For example, when there is entity attachments or partial spirit possessions that happen when people are inebriated, for example. Okay, that's it for this. Much love to you guys. Catch you on the flip side.